Hi, my name's Mark. I'm one of the pastors here at Trillium. Recently, I was watching an older NFL game, not from that long ago, but what was interesting about the game that I saw on YouTube was that it had no commentary in it. There were no announcers. All I was hearing in watching the game was the sound from the field, the crunches and the grunts, the quarterback audibles and the crowd in the background. And it reminded me that the NFL had experimented with this format a number of years ago. They wanted to give those people who were watching the game on their television the experience of being at the event itself, at the game itself, in the stadium, experiencing as if they were watching it from a seat in the stadium. So there were no announcers, no commentators, no fancy graphics, just the game itself. And it was such an interesting experience to watch football that way. In fact, I can't remember the last time I watched a sporting event on television that didn't have commentary, didn't have announcing and commentary. Olympics that just happened. I can't imagine watching the Olympics without the commentary that was going on in time with the actual sporting event. In fact, I think most sports today that you watch on television almost need commentary. I can't imagine watching a Major League Baseball game today, either watching it or listening to it on radio without commentary. I mean, baseball moves at a very slow pace. Most of the game has nothing happening in it. And so you need these announcers and commentators providing interesting information, anecdotes, filling the space of the game. And it's not just in sports. Politics today has an enormous amount of commentary that goes with it. Business has an enormous amount of commentary that goes with it. Religion does too. Fashion, arts, it's just everywhere. We live in a culture that's overwhelmed, I think, with commentary. I've been doing a complaint-free world practice. The object is to go 21 days without complaining, criticizing, or gasping out loud. We've been doing this at Trillium. I'm into my third week now, and I have yet to be able to go a day without moving this bracelet to the other side, my wrist bracelet. If I could just learn how not to criticize or complain or gossip, I would be okay, but it's such a hard thing. And I'm coming to realize that my complaints, my criticisms, my gossip is in a way a form of commentary in life. I'm making comments on situations. I'm providing my commentary on my own behavior or someone else's, the way someone's driving, or the same way that someone's behaving or talking or not doing something. And inevitably what happens is a criticism or a complaint or even gossip comes out of my mouth and I'm moving my wristband. See, we live in an age where we have been vamped up to believe that not only do we have an opinion about most things, but we're entitled to provide commentary, give our voice to situations. You know, a lot of the online newspapers have comment sections from the readers who are responding to the article they've just read. If you go onto some of those sections, you'll realize that there's a really nasty conversation that can go on in those places between people. There's a lot of complaining, criticizing, and gossiping going on in the reader responses to articles. And it's an extension, I think, of how we generally live our life with each other. I came downstairs last Saturday and I noticed that my wife, Sally, had spilled something on the floor of our kitchen, and I felt in that moment the need to provide commentary on the situation. And all I did was aggravate the mood between us when I did so. This might be an intriguing thought, but what would it be like if we just simply let the commentary go as a first practice in learning how to live with one another? If we didn't try to fill the spaces up in our relationships with each other by providing commentary, which is often so subtle and so hard to pick up sometimes. You know, we say here at Trillium that we are God's hands in the world and that we're meant to allow God to move through us. And I think we should add in also that we are God's lips in the world. And we need to allow God's voice, perfect voice of love and joy and freedom to be expressed through us. I think if we made a practice at least of fasting from commentary for a time, we could make a difference both within our lives and in the world. And we may eventually discover what needed commentary is really about. The commentary in life that doesn't knock people down but praises, lifts up, and heals.